Greetings everyone, this is Shawar Khan, and in this lesson we're going to talk about WPscan. WPscan is basically a tool developed in Ruby for performing an automated black box testing against an application that is using WordPress CMS. This is an open source tool and can be found here at github.com/wpscanteam/wpscan. This is a vulnerability scanner and can be used for detecting almost everything on a WordPress site. This can enumerate themes, usernames, plugins, and can also show if a plugin is vulnerable to anything or any attack that was identified. This tool is pre-installed in Kali Linux operating system and some others. By using the command wpscan, we can find the tool. These are some of the features. We can brute force users, we can find plugins, themes, usernames, and some others. This tool plays an important role when pen testing a WordPress domain or WordPress application. In the next lesson, we'll learn how to scan a website that is using WordPress using WPscan. Greetings everyone, this is Shawar Khan, and in this lesson we'll learn how to scan a WordPress website using WPscan. Here we got a test application. This is live web that we're going to test, and it's using WordPress. Here I've installed WPscan, and we can run it by simply running the WPscan file. Now, in order to perform a WPscan, what we have to do is that we have to use the -u argument to specify the target or the URL. Next, we have to enter the URL that we have to pen test. In this case, it's iceptonline.com. You can also use -t5 for threads. What this will do is that it will increase the performance of this scan. So let's avoid it at the moment. It's asking if you want to update the database. I've already did that, so no. Now what this will do is it will check if the file is available. Now it says the readme file is available and it's leaking the version that is being used, and the upload directory is having directory listing. That means all the uploaded files can be seen here, and the includes directory is also having a directory listing. Also, it also shows us the headers, the spatial headers that we get in the response. So our scan here is done, and we can see that it's not able to detect the version. That's because maybe some restriction there, and it found some plugins here, the W3 total cache and the WordPress SEO. It's showing us the version of this plugin, the location, readme, changelog, and some other stuff. It's showing that it took 3 minutes to do a scan on this side. So that's the normal scan. Sometimes it also shows us the backup file if it's found there, and some other vulnerable plugin that can get us the access of the application. So we have to make sure to perform this scan. This is how the normal scan looks like. In the next lesson, we will learn how to find enumerate each and every theme and plugin of a WordPress application using WPscan. Hello everyone, this is Shawar Khan, and in this lesson we'll learn how to use WPscan to enumerate themes and plugins of a WordPress site. This was a normal scan that we performed on our site iacceptonline.com. Now what we are going to do is that we will only enumerate usernames, plugins and themes. What it will do is it will scan each and every plugin or theme that is available on the site. We are using -u for specifying the URL. Now what we'll do is we will use the enumerate argument -enumerate, and as we're going to enumerate themes, we will use the word T. This will enumerate the themes. So it will take a little time, so I'm going to pause the video here and continue it when this scan is done. And now it's enumerating all the themes that is installed on this site. Out of 400, this will scan each and every one. It's actually checking the response if it's valid or not, if it exists or not. Once they are found, it will show us a list of plugins that are installed in this site. So we have to wait until this ends, and this scan is done. Now it's showing us all the themes that are identified. So this found one theme, that is Porto theme, and it's available here. It can be found here. By default it was using theme wait, let me show you. This was a theme that was being used. So let's try to see if we can find any info related to this theme. So the style.css file isn't there. Now in order to find plugins instead of themes, what we will do is we will enumerate P. P means plugins, so it will enumerate the plugins. The technique is same. It has a world list, and it will check for each and every plugin in the application, and if they exist, it will show us the result. So this scan is completed now, and WPscan found 16 plugins. You can see them here: breadcrumb, contact form 7, image optimizer, flamingo, and it's showing their versions just after it. These are the plugins that are found in the application, and by default only a few were found. So that's how we enumerate plugins and WordPress themes using WPscan. Greetings everyone, this is Shawar Khan, and in this lesson we will learn how to enumerate users of a WordPress website using WPscan. In our previous lesson we learned how to enumerate plugins and WordPress themes. So just like that, we can enumerate and find usernames that are available on a site. So let's fire up WPscan and let's specify the URL here. In this case it's shar-testlab.com/wp47 and enumerate u. Now enumerate u means that the WPscan will enumerate the users. If you use the word T here, it will enumerate the themes or the plugins if you use P. So that is used to specify what to enumerate. You can see it's also detecting the version that is being used and the vulnerabilities that were found in that version. So WPscan found one username here, and that is admin. If there are more users, it will detect other users and will show their ID as well as the username that you use for login. First it will show us the normal scan that it normally do, then the username. So that's how to enumerate users of a WordPress website using WPscan. Greetings everyone, this is Shawar Khan, and in this lesson we're going to talk about brute forcing WordPress usernames using WPscan. In our previous lesson, we discussed how to enumerate WordPress usernames. So let's fire up WPscan and enumerate users of shar-testlab.com/47, and -1 is enumerate u for enumerating the usernames. So let's find them out. Now we got the username here. Now it's time to brute force. Now I've already created a word list here, and it's having a few passwords here. For performing a brute force attack, we have to use a word list. Most people use RockQ word list as it's having thousands of passwords that we can use for brute force. So I'm gonna use this word list for brute forcing this password. So I'm going to use, first let's specify the target application and username for specifying the username, word list for the word list. Now this will try each and every password with this username and we'll see if that works. So now it's brute forcing. So it says that it got a different response for this password. This site is actually running on my local host, so that's maybe the reason. And we can see that we got the password here, which is admin123 and the exclamation mark at the end. So let's try this password here. And we got access to the admin panel. And that's how we brute force a WordPress login.